Hello my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. So today is a very important video from my channel. That is like I'm going to show you how to face the science paper, science ordinary level paper, which is going to be held on 2023 April or May. So the final paper which students have faced was the 2021 O level. So you have to deeply analyze that paper because that is very much similar to your structure of the paper. M.C.Qs have been analyzed, and it's analyzed how the questions has come and what is the question patterns and all. So you will get 40 M.C.Qs and each will be containing 4 answers. You have to choose the most suitable answer or the most appropriate one or the most correct one. Okay, so each answer what you choose you have to mark across in the M.C.Q sheet. So in the paper you can just do your calculations and mark it clearly on the M.C.Q sheet. Okay, to which of the following organizational level does the human heart belong? So let's go on one by one question. Now you know organizational level, initially it starts with the cell, then tissue, tissues collectively form organs collectively form systems collectively form an organism. Likewise the organizational level is flowing on. So if you take the human heart, it is belonging to the organ. Human heart is an organ. So likewise first, now cell is the initial, the functional unit. Cells only together form tissue. Now human heart, you know, it's an organ, so it can't be a system, cell or a tissue. So what is the technique you have to use is you have to reject the wrong answers. Don't choose the correct answer, reject the wrong answers, then the correct answer will be automatically coming to you. Theoretically fight with the question and take the answer, then M.C.Qs are going to be really easy. Okay, the hydrocarbons contained in LP gas as its major components are. Now you know this LP gas was a major problem during when we was doing the exam. I also faced this exam, so link into that only they have asked this question. So you know it's propane and butane. It was talked largely in the news also that propane and butane composition was changed, so due to that only the LP gases were exploding. So you should have a general knowledge also. For this you don't need science knowledge. If you are a good watcher, if you are aware of the things getting around, you can answer this question. It's propane and butane. Okay, so even the LP gas cylinder you have just observed them, they have put the percentages also. Okay, what is the unit of the amount of work? Now let's see what is work. Work is equal to force into distance. What is force? Force is mass into acceleration. That means kg mass into acceleration, ms minus 2. What is distance? Distance is meters. Then the resulting unit will be kg m to the power 2 s minus 2. So this is how you have to take this equation. First you have to take the force equation and distance. Now here we are not taking the SI units. Now the SI unit of force is Newton, but we are taking the unit now. Force is mass into acceleration. Each quantity units we are taking and taking the answer. So our answer is kg m2 s minus 2. Then our answer is fourth one. So like this, of course you can solve and take the answer easily. So here the solving is very important, then only you can take the correct answer. Just arguing with that won't give you the answer. You have to write and search it. So our answer is fourth one. Fourth question, which of the following is not a characteristics of cardiac muscle tissue? Now first you have to remember what are the 3 types of muscle tissues. You have smooth muscle tissue, skeletal muscle tissue and cardiac muscle tissue. Now cardiac muscle tissue, if you take what, it is found only in the heart. Only in the heart you can find cardiac muscle tissue. Then according to that we can easily find the answer. Cell are being mononuclear. Okay, let's say what you do. You don't know mononuclear. Go to the next one. Occurrence of intercalated disc. Yes, you know that is specially present in the cardiac muscle. Everyone can remember that. cells being branched. Yes, it is a characteristic of cardiac muscle tissue. Acting voluntarily. Does it act voluntarily? No, involuntarily. It acts involuntarily. Heart, you think, if you think only the heart will pump, no. The heart will pump according to its will. So it's involuntary. So that you know. Now then, if this is wrong, then mononuclear is correct. However, you know, you're sure of fourth is wrong. So not a characteristic is the fourth one. It is the fourth one. Likewise, only you have to argue. If now once you see mononuclear, you will get tense, because in the textbook they have given it is at uninucleated. Both are same, but they putting this mono, they try to confuse the students. So you have to be smart. Then you can, won't get caught to these tricks. A seed observed by a student during a field study is shown in the diagram. This seed is dispersed by. Now this is now this can be either horror or vara. Even I had a confusion when I was, but I know horror or vara is dispersed by wind, not by animals, not by water, not by explosion. Then obviously I know it is dispersed by wind. Okay. Which of the following quantity increases uniformly in an object moving with a constant acceleration? Now when there is a constant acceleration, what increases uniformly? If the acceleration is constant, that means uniform acceleration is like this. In a velocity time graph, constant acceleration is like this. So what increases uniformly? You can see that velocity is increasing uniformly in a constant acceleration. Which of the following is equal in 40-19 potassium and 40-20 calcium atoms? Now 19 and 20. 19 is the atomic number. That means number of proton in potassium is 19, number of proton in calcium is 20. Number of electron in potassium is 19, number of calcium electrons in calcium is 20. Number of electrons, are they same? No, it's 19 and 20. Number of neutrons. Number of neutrons, how you take? You subtract atomic number by mass number, no? So atomic number is the number of protons. So 40 minus 19 would be, I guess it's 11, no? No, 21. Yes, 21. 19 and 1 is 20, 20, 20, 40. Here, the number of neutron is 20 when you subtract. So it is not similar. Sum of number of electron and proton. No, there is no such anything. Sum of number of proton and neutron. That is the mass number. That is the mass number. You can see mass number is equal 40, 40. So our answer is fourth one. Our answer is fourth one. So easily reject the wrong answers. Correct answer will automatically come. Which property of water causes water to be used as a cooling agent to remove excessive heat generated in automobile engine? Now just forget the automobile engine. They are asking what is the property of water to use it as a coolant. That is due to its high specific heat capacity. That is due to its high specific heat capacity. You know it. High specific heat capacity. Being a colorless liquid, no, there's no such property, special property. High boiling point is a property, high density also is a property, but it is not useful for the cooling agent. In the process of digestion of food, bile necessary for the emulsification of lipids is produced. Now here so many people are getting confused. Bile is produced in the liver, transported through pancreas to the small intestine. It is produced in liver. And from the liver it will go to the pancreas, and from the pancreas only it will go to the small intestine for the emulsification of lipid. That means to the digestion of lipid. So it is produced in liver. It is produced in liver. What is the essential element for the production of thyroxine hormone in the thyroid gland? So this of course you know, that is iodine. Iodine is the one needed for thyroxine production. So that you have in your grade 10 first lesson table, you can remember you had several minerals. So that is iodine. Now so far we are done with the first 10. You would have understand it's a bit easy. So first 10 is easy, any student can do, but some are missing here also, but it is in a very easy level questions only. First 10 questions are there, but from 11th question it will become a little more tough. The next 10 will become a little more tough. You will have like calculations and all. Okay, let's go on discussing it. How much is the mass of NaCl contained in 100 centimeter cube of a sodium chloride solution of concentration 1 mole Dm-3? They are asking the mass of NaCl contained. No? First we'll find the amount of mole. So you know C equals N over V. They say the concentration is 1 mole per decimeter cube. We don't know the number of mole, but the volume is 100 centimeter cube. If you want to decimeter cube means you have to multiply it by 1000. Then you can cut the zeros. Then here is N. N into 10 is 10N. That means 1 is equal to 10N. Divide both the side by 10. Then the amount of mole is 0.1 mole. Number of mole is 0.1. Now keeping this number of mole, you can find the mass. You know the equation of N equals simple M over capital M. Capital M is the molar mass. Now simple N, you know that is 0.1. Now molar mass of sodium chloride is, you have to add 23 and 35.5. It would be 58.5. Yes. So given mass is M. This is 58.5. So when you multiply 58.5 by 0.1, you will get 5.85. Another 0 will move this side. So 5.85 grams is the mass. So for this, first you should find the amount of mole with the concentration equation, because we know the concentration now. After that, with the mole equation, you can find the amount of mass. It's very simple. If you know both the equations, you just have to apply it. Okay. Question 12 and 13 are based on the female reproductive system given in the diagram. R and S respectively represent. So what is R and S? R is the uterus, S is the vagina. So uterus and vagina. So if you put vagina and uterus, it's wrong. That answer is not there. If it is there, it's wrong, because they are asking respectively R and S. So answer is the first one. R is uterus, where implantation takes place. S is the vagina. An ovum fertilizes with a sperm that is in the fallopian tube. So P is the ovule, the ovary, Q is the fallopian tube. So there only fertilization takes place. So here of course you should know the theory part, otherwise you can't do. Okay. The image of a real object produced by a convex mirror is always. Okay, now convex mirror, concave mirrors we have. Concave mirrors will produce different types of variations of images in different positions. But convex mirrors, they are producing only one type, that is larger than the object is there. Okay, so here also you should know the theory. It will be always larger than the object. Is it real or virtual? So that will be I guess it should be real. Yes, so real and however larger than the object. So you can check through the 5th lesson of grade 11 part 1 you will have. So there's a table like according to different portions how the objects are formed, but convex mirror it's always the same way. When you have convex lenses and concave lenses, convex lenses will form different images in different positions, but concave lenses will form only one type of image. So that if you know clearly, you can answer this question. Okay. 15th one, what is the increasing order of pH of 4 solutions of HCl, CH3COOH, NaOH and NH3? Increasing order of pH. Then first you should put acids, no? So hydrochloric acid and CH3COOH is acetic acid. Hydrochloric acid is a strong acid, so it should be first. Okay, it should be first. So first is hydrochloric acid, second is acetic acid. Now you have sodium hydroxide and ammonia. What is more strong base is sodium hydroxide. Then third it should be ammonia. Fourth it should be NaOH. So what is the answer? That is the second one, no? That is the second one. Okay. So there you should know strong acid, weak acids, and if you know strong acids, weak bases, strong bases, you can easily answer this question. What is the number of CO2 molecules in 22 grams of carbon dioxide? Okay, let's see. Number of molecules. If you want to find number of molecules, first you should the amount of mole. Amount of mole only we should multiply by the Avogadro constant. So let's see how much of mole we have. How do we find number of mole? N equals simple M over capital M. Simple M is given mass is 22. Molar mass is how much? Carbon is 12. You have 2 oxygen. Then 16 into 2 is 32. 32 and 12, 44. 22 over 44 is the number of. Now you can see they have not solved that. Then we also need to solve that. Into the Avogadro constant will give you the number of molecules, CO2 molecules. So that is the first one, is the answer. Here you need to solve also. If you know the equation, it's enough. 17th one, the chemical formula of the chemical fertilizer urea, CONH22. Select the correct statement about urea. Urea possesses the properties of the constituent elements. Now you know you will get a doubt what is constituent element. Just leave it. Let's go for the second one. A molecule of urea has 2 carbon atoms. No, it has only 1 carbon atom. You can see it, 1 carbon atom. A molecule of urea has 4 hydrogen atoms. Yes, 2 times 2, 4 hydrogen atoms. Total number of atoms in a urea molecule is 7. Let's see. 1 carbon, 1 oxygen, 2 nitrogen, and 4 hydrogen. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Totally you have 8 atoms. Then 7 is wrong. Now you have got a perfect correct answer. That is the third one. Then you don't need to worry about constituent elements. So this must be correct. No, however, it has 4 hydrogen atoms. No. 18th one. Which option contains only the components that are found in the glomerular filtrate but not in the urine of a healthy person? Now you know urine is filtered in 3 steps: ultrafiltration, selective reabsorption, and secretion. So glomerular filtrate but not in a urine of healthy person. Now healthy person's urine won't have glucose, but here they are saying not in a urine of healthy person. That means an unhealthy person. What are the things an unhealthy person? An unhealthy person. Now this is a confusing statement. Not in the urine of a healthy person. That means unhealthy person will have always glucose in their urine. So glucose is there. Third and fourth we reject because there is no glucose. No. So amino acids, proteins you will not have. You know, bloods and plasma proteins are not being coming to that during ultrafiltration. So the most suitable answer is water and glucose. So an unhealthy person will have always glucose in their urine. Here they are saying not in a healthy person. That means unhealthy person. No. Yes. Then the 19th one. A jackfruit of mass 10 kg is falling freely from a height of 5 meters of a jack tree. What is the velocity acquired by the fruit when it touches the ground? Acceleration due to gravity is 10 ms minus 2. That air resistance is negligibly small. So air resistance you can neglect here. Just don't worry about that. Now what they say is a jackfruit is falling freely. That means it is at the top of a tree. It is at the top of a tree. The jackfruit is at the top of a tree and it's falling down to the ground. That means you know at the top of a tree it has potential energy. No, it has potential. With that only you have to solve this. When it is moving down, it has kinetic energy. Now at the top of a tree, if you take, you has mechanical energy. Potential energy plus kinetic energy, both are there, but kinetic energy is 0 when it is top. So it has a potential energy. When it is moving, potential energy is 0 and it has a kinetic energy. So basically that top potential energy and down potential kinetic energy are equal. Top potential energy and kinetic energy are equal. So potential energy, you know, mgh equation. Kinetic energy, half mv squared. So you know m and n will get cancelled. Okay, so you have g and h. So g means 10 gravitational acceleration. Height is 5. 10 into 5, 50. You have this side, you have 50 equal to half v squared. V, you know, we should find the velocity, you know. Yes, velocity only we should find. So if you take 2 other side, 2 into 50, it becomes 100. 100 equal v squared. So if you take the square other side, it becomes square root equal velocity. So square root of 100 is 10 ms minus 1. So you know that answer is there in our second option. So this is how you should solve this. So our answer is second one. So if you are clear with that work energy lesson, you can do this. So always remember these type of questions we have to solve this way, equaling the potential energy equation and the kinetic energy equation. Select the correct statement regarding the circulation of blood in humans. Always arteries contain oxygenated blood. Arteries are taking the blood away from the body. Arteries are always having what? Oxygenated blood. Let's see it. When circulated once to the body, blood goes twice through the lungs. No, it goes once through the lungs and twice through the heart. That only we call double circulation. So this is wrong. Left ventricle acts as the pump of systemic blood circulation. What is left ventricle? So you have 4 ventricles in the heart. Upper ones are atria, no? Down ones are ventricles. Upper ones are atria, down ones are ventricles. Systemic blood circulation, yes, from the left ventricle. No, this is left ventricle. This is right ventricle. No, this is the right and that is the left. Yes, that is the right and that is the left. So left ventricle, it will send blood to the aorta, will raise, no? From the left ventricle only the aorta raise, the oxygenated blood comes. So they are all the, it will go to all parts of the body. All veins circulate blood away from the heart. No, it's wrong. Veins are bringing in the blood. Arteries take away. Okay, arteries take away. Veins only bring the blood. So fourth one is wrong. Second one also wrong. Then our answer would be first one.